Apple's latest gadget is a hit with consumers and hackers. They've exposed sensitive information belonging to thousands of new iPad owners. Lindsay Duncombe is here with the latest. Lindsay, what's the sensitive information that was exposed?
Email addresses, and there was about 114,000 of them that hackers were able to get from users who were using their iPads, specifically the 3G models in the United States on the AT&T network. AT&T is the only network that does carry the iPad and the iPhone. And because this happened so early on in the iPad's release, we're talking about people who were among the first to get their hands on an iPad. And there's some really high-profile names, according to Gawker.com, who had this information released to them. Diane Sawyer's iPad was compromised. And it doesn't get much more high-profile than Mayor Michael Bloomberg of New York City. And there are even reports that the iPad belonging to Rahm Emanuel in the White House was also compromised. It's not just individuals that had their information compromised, but iPads at particular companies such as Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, and also people in high-ranking offices in the government of the U.S., in the Senate, in the Homeland Security, and in NASA, all had their email addresses compromised. And really the concern here is that that information could be used by hackers to send viruses or spam to these addresses. And it's very surprising and kind of scary in the first days of the iPad's release.
What's the reaction from AT&T, Lindsay?
Well, AT&T says it's responsible for the problem. It apologized. It said that it's notified all of its customers, and it won't happen again. But this is interesting because, like I mentioned, AT&T is the only network, really, that you can use these devices on in the United States. And there's already been issues with problems with the delay in data getting to the devices. So this won't do anything to improve their reputation or people's attitudes towards AT&T. And it's important to mention, Carol, that this did happen with iPads sold in the United States on that network. There are no reports of any problems with iPads here in Canada.
Thank you, Lindsay.
You're welcome.